do it. Why not
That's the first thing I did, and it's, as long as I have my health, there's no reason not to do it. I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
Bob Newhart is a famous American stand-up comedian, actor, musician, screenwriter, accountant, copywriter, and voice actor. This stand-up comedian's known for his deadpan and slightly stammering delivery style. He rose to fame in 1960 when he released his album of comedic monologues, The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart. The album topped the Billboard Pop Album chart, and it's the 20th best-selling comedy album in history. He's won 3 Grammy Awards, a Primetime Emmy Award, and a Golden Globe Award. Moreover, he's been nominated for a Golden Globe Award on 6 different occasions and for a Primetime Emmy Award on 8 different occasions. Bob was inducted into the Academy of TV Arts and Science Hall of Fame in 1993.
Right.
I mean, why would you say something like that?
Right.
Why would you say that? I asked you a question. Why would you say something like that?
Stop yelling at me.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is George Robert Newhart, but he's also known as Bob. He was born September 5th, 1929 in Oak Park, Illinois, United States, making him 91 at the time of this production. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, or 1.72 meters. The star sign of Bob Newhart is Virgo. Let me tell you, he's the uncle of Paul Britton. Back in the year 1996, he was ranked number 17 on TV Guide's list of the 50 greatest TV stars of all time. Then in 1999, the stand-up comedian was inducted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's also won the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, and in 2004, Bob was ranked number 14 on Comedy Central Presents 100 Greatest Stand-Ups of All Time. Discussing the religious beliefs of Bob, he's a Roman Catholic. Moreover, his wife Virginia is also a Roman Catholic. Let me also tell you that Bob is a member of the Church of the Good Shepherd. Due to smoking, Bob suffered from secondary polycythemia and was hospitalized in 1985. The stand-up comedian recovered after many weeks, and Bob has not smoked since then. This man was an early home computer hobbyist and bought the Commodore PET after it was introduced in 1977. He's appeared on The Dean Martin Show 24 times. Let me tell you that every TV series Bob starred in had his name in the title. In 1995, Bob was considered for the role of Andy Stone in Casino. Bob's a good friend of Don Rickles. Before Bob became a successful person, this man even worked as a delivery boy for a meat market. Buddy Hackett introduced Bob Newhart to Virginia Quinn. Virginia's father was the character actor Bill Quinn. Bob married Virginia in 1963. They have 4 children together, including Jennifer, Courtney, Timothy, and Robert, and the pair has 10 grandchildren. The couple still live together.
It starts to jiggle, you know?
Yeah.
And then another one, and then pretty soon all.
This stand-up comedian was born at West Suburban Hospital in Oak Park to George David Newhart and Julia Pauline. His father was a part owner of a plumbing and heating supply business who died in 1985. On the other hand, Bob's mother was a housewife who died in 1994. Julia was of Irish descent, and Bob's father was of German and Irish ancestry. One of the grandmothers of this stand-up comedian was from St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. He has 3 sisters, including Pauline, Mary Joan, and Virginia. Mary Joan was a nun who taught at the all-girls Carmel High School in Illinois. Bob attended Roman Catholic schools in the Chicago area. He went to St. Catherine of Siena Grammar School in Oak Park. Later, he went to St. Ignatius College Prep and graduated in 1947. Later, Bob enrolled at Loyola University of Chicago. The stand-up comedian graduated in 1952 with a bachelor's degree in business management. This man was drafted into the U.S. Army. Bob served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War as a personal manager. In 1954, Newhart was discharged. Later, the stand-up comedian attended Loyola University of Chicago School of Law. However, he did not complete his degree. After the Korean War, Bob worked for the U.S. Gypsum as an accountant. He also said that he was a clerk in the unemployment office. Eventually, Bob quit when he learned that unemployment benefits were $45 per week. He was paid $55 a week while he was a clerk in the unemployment office. He became an advertising copywriter for Fred A. Niles in 1958. Let me tell you that Fred A. Niles was a major independent film and TV producer in Chicago. Bob and a coworker used to entertain each other with telephone calls about absurd scenarios. Later, they recorded these calls and sent them to radio stations as audition tapes. His coworker ended his participation when he took a job in New York, and Bob continued with the recordings alone. Dan Sorkin was a disc jockey at a radio station, and he introduced Bob to the head of talent at Warner Brothers Records. In 1959, Bob was signed by the label, and the stand-up comedian expanded his material into a stand-up routine. Bob started to perform at nightclubs, and he became popular. In 1960, he released his comedy album titled The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart. The next year, this album won a Grammy Award for Album of the Year. He released a follow-up album, The Button-Down Mind Strikes Back, in 1960. Then in 1961, he released the comedy album Behind the Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart. From 1962 to 1973, he went on to release several other comedy albums, including The Button-Down Mind on TV, Bob Newhart Faces Bob Newhart, The Windmills Are Weakening, This Is It, Best of Bob Newhart, and Very Funny Bob Newhart. In 1992, Bob released another comedy album titled Bob Newhart Off the Record. His success in stand-up comedy led to his short-lived NBC variety show called The Bob Newhart Show, which aired in 1961. This show only lasted one season and earned Bob an Emmy Award nomination. During the mid-1960s, this man appeared on The Dean Martin Show and The Ed Sullivan Show. In 1963, he appeared in an episode of The Alfred Hitchcock Hour. Bob was also a guest host at The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. He also hosted Saturday Night Live 2 times. Although he's primarily a TV star, Bob has appeared in several popular films, including Hell is for Heroes, Hot Millions, and Cold Turkey. In 1982, Bob created the show called Newhart. This show ended in 1990 after 8 seasons and 182 episodes.
All the umbrellas. And I said to myself, oh, I got to remember that line. That got a great jiggle. You know?
Bob has made money as a stand-up comedian and actor. While this actor has made millions of dollars by appearing in some successful films and TV shows, he's also added extra money to his bank account from brand endorsement deals. Back in 1995, this man joined several investors to acquire the radio station KKSB in Santa Barbara. Eventually, Bob sold this radio station to Santa Barbara Broadcasting. The total net worth of Bob Newhart is $65 million. Previously, he owned a house in Bel Air, which he sold in 2016 for $14.5 million. This house has 5 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and covers more than 9,000 square feet. He'd purchased this 1.4-acre compound in Bel Air, California for $4.2 million. Bob Newhart likely owns the following cars: a Cadillac wagon, a Ford Thunderbird, a Dodge Charger, a Mercedes-Benz, a Range Rover,